Mr. Jason.
Mr. Jan.
I have before us a box.
I see that.
Box.
Just a normal, unassuming box. All
normal
right.
box, yeah. I had to put some Post-it notes because I didn't have a Sharpie to rip off my address. And
You
it
don't want the
turns
people
out,
to know where you live. I understand.
yeah, at least not right now, you know? It turns out it's a lot harder to unbox something on a camera than it seems, especially when you don't have a knife handy.
And you just have those little scissors.
Yeah, I use those scissors to cut open crabs. Maybe not anymore after this because they're all gummed up because of this tape
Oh,
and
yeah,
cardboard.
gross.
But if you're not watching the video title, I guess it's still a mystery what's inside this box.
I'm anxious.
Yeah.
This could be anything.
Oh?
I'm not.
Is that...
Oh!
Was that a...
It's Mario Kart!
It's a Mario Kart! Because this is Mario Kart Live. Home circuit.
Pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded, yes. This is Nintendo's foray, well, I guess an additional foray into like AR type of games with real life, kinda, RC Mario Kart. So these bad boys just hit the market very recently. We have the Mario one here. There is also a Luigi Kart available.
Okay.
I didn't actually show the opening of the box, but comes with this little USB-C cord. I think it's very generous of a company to give a cable that's necessary to charge the thing you're buying, right? Who would?
That's very, very generous of them.
Yeah. I'm also learning that the autofocus on this camera isn't the best when it's kind of dark. So yeah, that comes with the thing, and then here is here's the main event, Jason.
Here we go.
This is the Mario Kart.
The inside of the box.
Yep. All the cardboard. Fairly light box, I gotta say, in my experience of opening boxes.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Whatever that was.
We'll get into that one later. I think I just wind up dumping the rest of this stuff.
Yeah, who needs it? It's just junk at this point.
Didn't need it. Because we came here to see the Mario Kart.
So that's what I'm here for.
This, I gotta say, Jason, early impressions of this thing, it's really dang cool.
It looks really small. It's smaller than I thought it would be. For sure.
Measurements wise, it's like about 5 by 7.
Okay.
The height, actually, I have a ruler near me right now. Measure it. Live. It's about like 3.5 inch. It's about 3.5 inches tall.
Okay.
And it's pretty well built. Look at him.
Yeah.
So you see there, we got a camera, and the camera is
the ever-seeing eye of Mario.
Oh yeah, Mario's always watching. Nintendo's always watching also. And I gotta say, like the construction's pretty nice. I'm not super familiar with like the state of how RC cars are, but this feels pretty solid. It doesn't feel like a Happy Meal toy, you know?
Okay, cool.
And I didn't show it there, but there's a side flap where the USB-C cord plugs into to charge the whole thing.
Okay.
And these are the gates that also come with each unit. So if you buy the Mario package or the Luigi package, both will come with these gates, and these gates will determine your courses, because you build everything, Jason.
Right.
You are the course maker.
You are the course maker.
These barriers here, these help denote turns and everything. I wish these actually came with more of these, because these are pretty cool. And when we get into an actual race, we'll see how those work. But yeah, so these gates, you wind up unfolding them. Don't open them up. That's what that little sign was supposed to say.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So these will act like checkpoints for the races and everything, and you need to face them a certain way. I'm wondering if you see how that Mario has like a bunch of dots on it.
I do.
I'm wondering if those dots are like a hidden QR code, perhaps, for the camera to read. But yeah, these are pretty solid. I wonder if Nintendo, after this thing is out for a couple months, if they ever release additional carts, if they'll release these little gate things separately, because cardboard can only last so long, especially if you're dealing with kids that are using this.
totally. Yeah, especially if they're making different courses all the times and changing them around. I could see that. Yeah, I can see my son who's turning 5, by the way, and is right beside me, but he does have a birthday coming up, and he's very interested in what's going on here.
I don't think
very
I mentioned
interested.
The price of both packages is $99. Just gonna round that up to $100 per cart. As far as I know, I don't think there's a package deal for both. But Nintendo knows what to do with cardboard. These gates felt pretty sturdy. It's like the nice thick cardboard you get,
Is it a Labo quality?
Labo quality without having to build it. So let's get into the actual game here. And so the carts are Bluetooth enabled. And it's for
okay.
use
Oh, good.
Only.
It's not Wi-Fi. I don't have to worry about sticking close to a router.
At least I don't believe so. Most when I've lost connection with the unit, it's been when it's physically been further away.
Gotcha.
Which leads me to believe it's Bluetooth connected.
Okay.
So this is the menus for the game. Let's see. It has all the instructions for parents or for the would-be kart racers and course makers, how to make everything go. Let's see. Oh, so the thing that I didn't know, and we'll see, is that you can't place these gates too close to each other. The little camera on the cart needs to be able to see the number on the gate.
They need some separation. Okay.
Needs some separation. So you can't have like a tight donut of a course. There's a little side button on the cart to turn it on. Tapping that bad boy twice will put it into a pairing mode. In my experience with this, with a cart, once you've paired it once with your Switch, whenever you turn it on and you have the game running, then it's a pretty seamless pairing process. Like you don't have to rescan the QR code that it
afterwards. It just syncs up.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Should be getting into the game fairly soon. I think I'm futzing around.
You'll need a physical cart toy to race.
Yes.
Do you have one of those? Okay.
Yes, I found one of those. Oh, I should say the software, the software for this bad boy, is free, and I guess that's because you can maybe pass around the cart with family members.
That time-old tradition of passing around the cart.
Yes, no longer a game cart, but a physical cart. And I gotta we'll get into it in a second here. But it was a lot of fun just to drive the cart around, and I guess I haven't drove a little RC cart in a while. Messed around with drones and stuff, but this was just fun to drive around my house, and everything's just so giant.
It's that cool I'm trying to think of the old RC Revolt on Dreamcast. Yeah, that game was super fun because I love when you're this little tiny thing in a big giant world.
Oh yeah.
When you're playing as a toy, it's a good aesthetic. I think the last RC car that I had was this Mass Effect one.
Oh. Was
and
it
had
Mako?
Yeah, I think so. I forget what it was, but you could actually drive it with an app on your phone.
Oh.
And I'll tell you what, it didn't work out that great. So I'm really interested to see how well this guy works.
Yeah, controlling this with the Switch Joy-Cons felt good. The responsiveness, when you're at least close and have a clear signal to it is pretty good. Yeah, the reason why I think that pairing process took so long is that the actual cart had a firmware update, which is weird to think about with RC carts. It's kind of just just plug in and go. God, I wish
put your cart on the ground.
Come on, Jan. Put it over there.
All you got to do is just put it down. Let it go. It drives itself practically.
I swear I'd do that soon.
That camera looks like a little Rob.
It does look like a little
Rob.
I'm curious to see like a couple weeks, months down the line, the durability of these carts.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has a front bumper there you can see, which is similar to in real life. Okay, there we go. I finally caught up. Let's go down this warp pipe and see.
Yeah, I should also mention that. Ooh. So immediately when driving that Mass Effect car, I broke it. I drove it right under the couch and snapped some stuff off. So.
Oh no.
Hopefully this is built a little bit better. This is amazing.
This is pretty cool. So you see in the top
left, that's awesome.
There's a signal meter, and you know, to capture this, I had my Switch docked, and it's like, well, that's my little setup station in my kitchen. So I'm wondering if maybe with all the gear, capture gear and stuff, I had a little bit of Bluetooth interference going on.
Okay.
In all like the trailers I've seen of people playing this game. Oh, that's a counter. I've seen people playing it handheld, so you can kind of follow your Switch or the cart as you're going down the course.
Right.
It also has a little gas meter. Oh, got to take out my license photo. I might just use this as a webcam.
There you go. Oh, perfect.
Finally got my learner's permit. Gonna print this out. Show it the next time I get pulled over. And I think I'm like this is just so cool to see my kitchen from like this low of an angle.
It might be scary too. Well, yeah, you could check for stuff under there that you lost under the stove, perhaps, or
yeah. I'm just like drifting around. So like the drifting works exactly like how it would in Mario Kart. You get a little bit of a speed boost. I'm gonna go explore my house a little bit. And we'll see that, you know, this is passing through a bunch of walls. I am pretty far from it.
It's chunking up, yeah.
It's chunking up real bad. And I popped my head out to try and see what's going on with it, because like the wheels are moving, at least on the video feed here.
Right.
But it was kind of just stuck in place. So I had to repo that bad boy. Try and get up. No.
Oh no!
Was not.
You gotta build
powerful.
a ramp.
I had to build a ramp. Tried taking from an angle. Not enough.
Yeah.
Forgot to include footage of me putting a towel there, but that towel is still not enough. So let's pop those gates out, huh?
Yeah, I want to see how this works.
Yeah. So the game gives you 4 gates, like you saw in the beginning of the video, and you need to use all 4 of these gates. I thought perhaps you could maybe do like a drag race type deal where it's just 1 to 2.
1 and 2,
but in my experience, you do need to use all 4 gates. The game recommends that you have a space of at least 10 to 12 feet. 10 by 12 feet. And, you know, that might be a big ask for some folks, you know, if they're living in apartments or may not have, you know, they live in a packed house with a bunch of crap, like myself. And my mistake here, I built too tight of a donut for the cart to make it around. This is the first. There was a lot of trial and error in building these courses out. And the game also does recommend that you put weights or something heavy on either side. Otherwise, you'd knocking over one of the gates and kind of messing around with the course. So let's get into the course creation. So you got to meet the little Lakitu at gate 1, pop into the course creator mode, and then he'll throw some gunk on your wheels. And in my experience, this process takes the longest, and I kind of wish you could skip over this little painting animation, because every single time you want to make a new course with these gates, you have to drive through it first.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do it on the fly. You've got to actually drive this out at least one time. Okay.
And you see, I missed that second gate there because the camera wasn't in a position to see the 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'd wind up driving back to gate 1 and restarting the process. And for whatever reason, I was losing connection a lot after pop. You know, this is like fresh out the box, right? So I'm curious, like maybe my Switch wasn't charged. Maybe the cart should have been charged up more, perhaps. Yeah, we'll go through the course creating process again. I bought a bag of like 25 pounds of flour, and I think it was too much flour, Jason.
How long does flour last?
I don't know.
Well, I suppose if they sell it, well, no, they can sell it to restaurants, right?
Right.
And they'll go through it pretty quick.
I would assume.
Okay.
I could just make like a lot of pancakes.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could give pancakes out to people. And hey, there's our first course. It's
Look at that. Look at that.
It's like an oblong dough. Oh, no.
No.
So, if you don't have other folks in your household or friends coming over, especially because of, COVID right now. Oh, there's my partner.
Right.
And then she was like, "What are you doing? Why do you have little Mario on the floor?" So this game does support up to 4 people local multiplayer. But in the chance that you're not able to race with friends or family, you race against the Koopalings and Bowser Jr. Get ready to see me perform very, very poorly in this race. Because I was doing the thing, Jason, where you should be watching the video feed of the cart, but right. I'm also trying to physically watch the cart and see what's going on there. And yeah, it's just like how every normal Mario Kart race is. You'll have your power-ups, you'll have some boost tracks.
Right.
Just
how does that work though? Like say that you get like a mushroom or something. Does it actually speed up the car? Like, are you throttled?
Totally.
Wow. Okay.
So
cool.
So right out the gate, you only have access to 50 and 100 cc. Oh, we're Builder Mario.
Of course, there's costumes.
Oh, there's so many costumes, Jason. You know how in Super Mario Odyssey, you just had a bunch of costumes out the wazoo, like every 10 minutes?
Yep.
As you collect coins, you're constantly unlocking more costumes and a lot more customization for the actual tracks you're building.
Fantastic.
So this is 12 hours later, as soon as everyone in my household went to sleep. And this was after a lot of trial and error of building a course. I think I built 3 more before this and had some trouble.
Mode. Okay.
You see, I tried to build a ramp.
Oh, sick.
I wanted a ramp, Jason.
Yeah, of course.
So these are your racing options. You can do a Grand Prix, a time trial, a custom race, so you're adjusting the rules there.
Okay.
And here, we're going to go to the course creator again. So what you can actually do with each gate, you can control what they send out. So say at gate 2, you have like a straightaway and you want a boost, you can actually adjust that to have a boost. Or if you want gate 3 to have like power-ups, you can, all right.
That didn't work out.
The game did not like me trying to launch off that ramp. So I had to repo Mario back to the start, go around the ramp. So
that seems like something they should have figured out.
Yeah. And you see how like those the turn markers are kind of like glowing as the cart's seeing them. I thought that was really cool. I wish it came with more. I found a picture of myself in kindergarten. I thought it'd be a neat thing to put there.
That's great.
So this is the other hard thing with making courses is you have to get back to gate 1 somehow. It has to make like a clean lap. And we'll see in a few about how much trouble I had getting back to gate 1 as the races progressed.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I like Explore mode.
Explore mode is real dang cool. Like, I could see a kid, or even myself, just losing hours just, like, driving around my house, getting, like, fun shots.
Oh, totally.
So, yeah, you have access to 150cc and 200cc as long, until you won't, they're gated off until you unlock them. You unlock them by playing these courses, or the Grand Prix, and placing higher and higher, just earning trophies through there. So the cart is throttled, and the different power-ups you get, like if you slip on a banana peel in the game, your cart will actually physically stop in place. Or if someone throws the the lightning power-up, your cart will like slow down. It's really neat.
Wow, cool.
So yeah, here's the first race in a Grand Prix here. I was getting scared that I might accidentally break the thing because of how much I was bumping into my furniture that I'm kind of like taking it slow here. And you'll see that, yep, hit my hamper. That this like little weird tight turn here is a little awkward when it comes to the laps.
Okay.
And so as you paint the course, it'll actually like plot it out for the AI to follow. And it'll make like a mini map that you can see it right there in the top right corner.
Hi, Jan.
Hey, it's me. Oh, what's underneath my couch? I haven't been under there in a while. It looks fairly clean. So yeah, this is definitely the hard part of making a course in my experience, is that I could not for the life of me cleanly get back to gate 1. And then, I thought when you do these Grand Prix, like, oh, okay, well, I mean, you just do the race once against the Koopalings and Bowser Jr. How is there going to be variety to that unless I'm physically... Oh, I hit the gate. Unless I'm physically, remapping out the course.
Right.
And as soon as the second race starts, we'll get on. We'll see how the Grand Prix actually changed the stuff.
That's a big question too. Cool.
Yeah. So see here, I have a bullet bill power up. I think I eventually use it, or I'm too scared to use it in my house.
You don't want to start shooting up your house.
No,
right?
no. One minor nitpick that I wish the game had is I wish the cart itself had like a little microphone, so you could kind of hear like what's happening in real life, like if it's hitting something, or say a family member or a pet like runs by the cart. It'd be neat to hear it in the game. But I'm having a good time for as complicated as this freaking hairpin turn I made is. Like, I was having I had the biggest dumb smile on my face as I was racing in my house.
There's a bullet bill. All right.
Yeah, there's a bullet bill. Didn't do too hot in that first race. Gonna be honest, not my best performance. But I got a space.
And Janet was your home turf too.
I know.
All right. So how does it change up between race to race?
So
in the circuit mode here,
as you pick,
you're underwater now.
Now we're underwater. I had to look around to double check that I wasn't suddenly drowning. So as you pick the different Grand Prix and using the camera and AR, the game will kind of change up how everything looks in the race. So it's mapping on all the coral and all the underwater stuff onto that gate right there, and it'll kind of futz around. I think I took the ramp.
You took the ramp.
It didn't go well for me though. But yeah, see, so it's mapping out the different aesthetics of the different Grand Prix that you would pick, and it's also now it's placing additional obstacles onto the course, like those banana peels weren't in the original race, and that's how it affects stuff from there. And also in between the gates, there's that little Fanto-looking guy. I'm not sure what that face is, but it'll stun you if you hit it as you pass by. I gotta say, Jason, the course I made before this was much more elaborate and longer. But I kept running into my kitchen table or my dining room table. I pulled out a bunch of action figures. But upon reviewing the footage, it was a headache to just constantly hit the same table over and over again. But yeah,
I can see that.
This has been really neat, and God, I can only imagine a kid watching and seeing this just being so amazed. But you do have to factor in space with these things.
Totally, yeah. And I wonder how what the range is, and how that's going to affect just watching this, and you're in one enclosed room. It seems to be chunking up every now and again, and whether that's due to capture equipment or whatever. It doesn't seem like you're going to be able to go from room to room to room.
Yeah, unless you're physically following your cart with your Switch in handheld mode.
Yes.
we hit the ramp. It's felt very satisfying to hit the ramp. That's what I worry about, like, the feed chunking up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I wound up moving from my little office space to out in the living room with the cart, and I was having some connectivity issues up and down. But you can't see up there in the left corner that the battery on the cart itself is kind of low. So
okay.
perhaps that was causing some connectivity issues. All right, this is the last race, Jason.
Last race. Now you mentioned you were racing on a towel. Like, do you have any carpet that you tried it on, or?
Yeah, I drove the cart on some rugs, and it was completely fine there. I'm curious that if you were to try and use this outdoors, that would just wear down the wheels fast. Okay. And then maybe, like, Nintendo isn't equipped to replace the
Are they
wheel
hard
carts.
Plastic wheels, or?
They're little rubber wheels.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just so this part is just like the attention to detail of, like, all right, we'll switch up Mario's cart, like his actual cart and like his outfit.
Yes.
It's so neat. I think after racing or like recording this, I wound up unlocking like a pirate costume, and you can wind up changing the horn that the actual little cart makes. Unfortunate thing is that it doesn't have a physical horn on the actual cart, so you can't annoy family members with just honking at them.
Or pets, right?
Or pets. Oh, God.
They would love that.
Yeah, so this is like 100cc, so I can only imagine this little thing, like, just jamming down your house at 200 would be insane to watch.
Especially with these hairpin turns, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This looks fun as hell.
Yeah, so, out on Switch right now, $100 per unit. Be conscious about space if you are curious about picking this up. And, whether or not you have a bunch of Bluetooth and, like, Wi-Fi enabled devices, I'm assuming. Like, I wonder if you have, like, a Nest in your house or, like, some type of Wi-Fi smart home, if that's going to cause interference with the units. Because,
yeah, I wonder.
I have, like, one of those Wi-Fi meshes in my place. And I was wondering if that was causing interference with this. But, who knows? Maybe you'll have a better experience playing handheld. That being said,
just kind of following the cart around, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't do too hot there. Did not place well. But I did earn
a bike bell.
Look at that.
Ring a ding.
Oh, so yeah, the coins that you're collecting, like how they would unlock carts and other stuff, they're unlocking costumes and stuff and customizable gate options here. And I tried to take the ramp. I didn't have enough juice. Do it. Come on.
Mario isn't, like, removable from the actual cart, is he?
He is not. Mario and Luigi stay in their cart. Yeah.
God, that's a missed opportunity, it feels like. Like, they could have sold, like, removable characters, like Amiibo, and then had them show up in game like that.
Oh, God.
That would have been devious.
It's Big Pikachu. It's Kindergarten Jan again. Jason, this has been Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. I gotta go put all my furniture back, and
make it a more elaborate track.
More elaborate,
even
tracks.
Sicker jump.
Oh, God, I was thinking about trying to build a ramp up from my kitchen table or dining room table there. Oh, see, we run over some carpet there. Had no problem doing it.
It took it just fine. Yeah, okay.
It took it just fine. I think I was testing out the range here, so you can physically see how far I am, and this is a pretty straight shot. Not a lot to cause interference there, and kind of got gummed up. But yeah, out right now. Thanks,
cool.
Jason.
Good stuff. Thanks, Jan.